Welcome, and welcome. We're back. Here we are. It's me, Sal.
Feels like it's been a while.
I know. And to my right, to my right, left. I don't know where I'm looking at, but to my side, the one and only FieldTalk, just aka the Sauce Man, aka sometimes Bagman.
Yes.
That was perfect. The Jefe himself will join us in a bit. He's having a little technical difficulties as it happens. Computers, everything, right? So he'll join us in a bit. But we're back. Premier League recap. Eventful Premier League recap, to say the least. A lot of things going on. The table shifting in many ways than one.
So many things going on. It's going to be a fun episode or show this evening.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm having a good time. I don't know about you guys.
I'm having a good time as well, even though it was a shitty weekend. I gotta say, it was probably one of the best weekends I've seen in a good while. Well, this whole freaking year has been freaking amazing. What are we at? Week 10 already, right? Week 10?
Week 10, yes.
Week 10, yes. So before we get started, let's jump into the table. Let's see these changes because we have one Jose Mourinho still at the top. Tottenham Hotspur sitting in first, with Liverpool tied. It's second. London's biggest club, Chelsea, are in third.
Almighty.
Followed by the one and only Leicester City. The bottom half, not yet the bottom half, but 5 through 10 is looking like West Ham United. Who would have thought West Ham United would be sitting in fifth right now? None of us.
Oh, yes.
Southampton. Southampton in sixth, followed by Wolves, Everton, Manchester United in the top 10 finally.
Yes.
And then Aston Villa. Going down the list, City, Leeds, Newcastle, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, Brighton Hove and Albion, and Fulham actually escaping relegation for the first time in a while. Yeah. Your relegated teams are West Brom, Burnley, and still the winless Southampton.
Sheffield United.
Oh, yeah, Sheffield. My bad.
Sheffield United.
My bad.
It's sad. It's very sad for them right now.
Yeah, after doing a almost top 6 run last year.
Yeah, really, I think it's the worst start ever for any team ever. They haven't won a game. It's 10 games in. They haven't won anything.
Yeah, one draw, nine
losses, bro.
With
negative 12.
Yeah.
They got a point, bro. They have a point right now.
Thanks to Arsenal. Hi, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Arsenal doing big things, man. Arsenal's gonna be a big theme tonight, folks. A big theme.
Bigger than what I would want, but hey, that's where we're at. Banter Club.
Gonna be at Sal's expense for sure, just so y'all know.
So let's get straight into it. Starting with the Friday games, Crystal Palace and Newcastle. Newcastle beating Crystal Palace 2-0. It's all right game. Nothing to really cry about, but let's get into Saturday, which is where all the fun begins.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yes.
Everton and Leeds played probably one of the best games. If you were up to see that game, it was just up and down.
Yeah.
Fire. And
one of the best 0-0s for the longest that it stayed 0-0, like the best 0-0 you could ever see.
And Everton, not Everton, but really it was Leeds that should have been up probably 4 or 5 goals. The post saving Pickford so many times in his little hands.
Yeah, drunk ass Pickford's so lucky, man, because Leeds obviously they should have went up like 4 or 5, right? But they don't give a damn about defending at all, man. Like they're just like, F it, we're going forward. Yeah, you got to deal with us going forward. It's like, fuck it. Somebody's back there defending. Like, they do not care. It's really, it's a really gung-ho attitude. It's fun to watch, I'll tell you that much. But
you bring it up, Justin. It's better than the Canaries had last year. I mean, the Canaries didn't sign anybody. And Leeds, they went in, they spent the money. And we're looking at the fruits of that money spent.
Absolutely.
I mean, and it was Rafinha with probably a goal that should have been saved by drunk ass Pickford, but his arm being too little.
Yeah, he's drunk and he's a Tyrannosaurus. Imagine if a T-Rex could get drunk. That would be That would be Pickford in that shit. But
Jurassic
Everton is
Park.
struggling, dog. We should be talking about Everton.
Yeah,
They're hitting a bit of a rough patch now.
yeah. What happened to James? That's one thing. He was controlling that midfield for the first 4 or 5 match days, and then afterwards, it just seems as though he's going down.
Starting to feel the real rigors of the Premier League.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't La Liga. This isn't the Bundesliga, where let's just say it is easier for the top teams in those countries. Where the Premier League, the joke, and Thomas Muller said it this past weekend. Yeah, you got to play on a windy, rainy night in Stoke to feel the effects. And this wasn't one of those windy, rainy nights, but it was still one of those games. And Jesus Christ, man. I mean, I'll put it this way: what happened to Calvert-Lewin too?
Yeah, he's had a rough patch as well. That's another reason for their dip in form as well. But he's not really getting the opportunities. Like you said, the midfield is not as fluid as it was before. And now he's not getting the opportunities that he had normally. Richarlison is not. He's missing chances as well. He's not in form right now. So a lot of things are going wrong for them right now. So Ancelotti's got to rethink that because they're steady dropping down the table. I think they were top of the league at one point.
Yeah, they were riding high 2 weeks in a row.
Mm-hmm.
That's Jesus Christ. That's all I got to say about that. Moving on, Manchester City 5, Burnley 0. Should we expect anything less?
Standard. It's like the 4th time in a row, literally, not even a joke, that they beat them 5-0. So, moving on.
Yeah, West Brom getting the win over Sheffield United. Sheffield United. God.
They are not in a good way right now.
Oh, man, I don't think we expected them to look like this, but losing Hendo has been a blow to them.
Oh, yeah.
Finally, the game we've all been waiting for to talk about Saturday. Brighton won. Liverpool won.
Is this another VAR incident, Sal? Is this another VAR incident that we're going to be talking about here?
It is another VAR incident.
Interesting.
Jurgen Klopp coming out afterwards, his displeasure in the commentary teams in Europe, saying to BT Sports, and I forget the commentator's name though, but complaining to him, saying that they're responsible for the time slots that they're playing in, that they shouldn't be playing every 3 days, that this is causing injury. God damn, Jurgen, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up, all right? You're not the only one going through this, all right? You have
he's a little unhinged, man.
Yeah, you have Ollie who's going through it. You have Pep who's going through it. You have Arteta who's going through it. Who else am I forgetting in this list? You have Jose who's going through it. Who else am I forgetting?
Ollie.
Yeah, I said Ollie, but
you did. I probably missed it. That's about it.
But yeah, you have your top managers in the league going through
Lampard.
it. Yeah, oh, there you go. Yeah, Lampard. So you have basically the top 6 managers going through this. Not one of them has complained so far, except for Jurgen, who's missing half of his starting lineup.
Mm-hmm.
And yet somehow these top 6 contenders, 2 of them are sitting 1 and 3rd. Somehow the others are sitting between 9 and 14, not really complaining, just going through the motions. Why is Jurgen being such a little bitch at this point?
I just think because he has all those injuries, man. And like now he had I think he got another injury in that game, I believe, too. So he was already getting ready. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I think we should expect this from Jurgen at least once or twice a season, where he just, you know what I'm saying, goes out the rails or whatever. But it's funny, man. It's just a funny. A lot of things going on in Liverpool right now that are pretty funny to me.
Yeah.
Looks like the universe is paying them back right now, just a little bit,
So let's get to the VAR incident that occurred.
The right call, VAR getting it right.
Yeah, I think every player has come out to say on Liverpool side that this wasn't a fair call. You have James Milner who said, VAR is ruining the game. It's destroying our our
He's
beautiful
falling out
game
of love with the game or whatnot.
when last year, when VAR was on their side, I don't think we heard
Exactly.
one little complaint from them.
So, what did you think of the call, Sal? Please, I'd like you to tell me what did you think. What was your take?
It's a correct call. I mean, why isn't it going to be correct? I mean, again, it's the referee got it correct when he first saw it, and then the VAR came in and gave the correct call again. Why are you going to complain? I mean, it's simple as that. You can see it clear as day that it was a foul in the box.
Danny Welbeck, once a Red Devil, always a Red Devil, drawing fouls, baby. That was the correct call. VAR always gets it right. Any call that VAR overturns for Liverpool and gives them the right call, that's the right thing to do. VAR taking advantages away from Liverpool. Exactly what it was implemented to do. Obviously, it's an anti-Scousers, whatever the hell they want to say, man. I just want them to just be quiet, shut up, and deal with it. Call was correct. Let's move on.
Yeah, we can't say anything else. I mean, they're just complaining at this point. You're not getting the calls to go your way. We're sorry. I mean, your key players aren't really delivering what Salah delivered whole game. Exactly. Mane, and you're playing with B squad, BC squad. So be happy that you're sitting in second place at this point in time. Moving on, Saturday. Let's get the game that everybody wanted. Chelsea and Tottenham. Master versus pupil. The sensei
Derby.
The sensei came in with probably one of the best wins over, I wouldn't say the best wins over Pep, but the comments afterwards were the best wins over Pep.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And I think Mourinho's winning that battle against Pep too, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or at least right now he is.
Yeah. So you have Tottenham coming in hot. You have Chelsea coming in hot. And they both laid a stinker. They both laid a fucking stinker. Justin, your thoughts?
It was a snoozer. This was classic Jose. Lampard pulling a classic Jose. Both of them said, whatever. Nobody wanted to lose. Nobody wanted to lose or win. You know what I'm saying? They played for that draw. I don't care what anybody says. They played for that draw. I think the best chance of the whole game was Mason Mount had a shot saved. And it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was like you said, freaking sensei versus pupil. And then who was going to out sensei the other person, because they definitely implemented the same tactic pretty much, which is like, don't lose, but don't really break your necks to win.
Yep.
So London Derby, you expect a little bit more out of it, some action, some risk taking. None of that happened. Both teams happy to walk away with a point. Pretty boring for the spectators, but I guess tactically, strategically, it's better for them, I guess, moving forward. It's the only thing I could think about, explaining that nonsense. But anyway.
I'll put it this way. It's not a good thing for both of them. I think either one of them would have wanted that win at the end, because it's the win that really would have separated you in the table. Because that would have been what for Jose? He was sitting on 20, so that would have been 23 points, 2 ahead of Liverpool, and then 4 ahead of Chelsea. And then Chelsea would have shot to first. So they're probably looking at each other like, no, this isn't the right. But for everybody else on the table, it's a beautiful sight to see that, that they do have flaws. I mean, Chelsea's attacking isn't really connecting. Timo isn't finding the net after being spent so much money. And reports coming out of London are that Ziyech is already being looked down by Frank, and he doesn't want to start him anymore.
What? Why?
Yeah. Hasn't delivered. He hasn't delivered. I mean, I called it. I told you. I told everyone on this show. I told you since the beginning. Bum. Should have stayed in the Bundesliga. Should have stayed where he was at. But no. Roman Abramovich loved that little Russian boy. Probably thought he can get a Russian massage out of him. Nope. Yeah. Moving on. Justin's favorite game of the weekend. Southampton 2. Manchester United 3.
Oh yeah,
Break it down, Justin.
Classic Manchester United, cardiac United, Fergie time United. First of all, Roy Keane said a lot of things. Some things will piss me off a lot. Some things are very interesting. Some things are just crazy. But one thing he said over the weekend that was true is that watching Man United is not good for your health, and it actually isn't. It hasn't been for a while now, but that game was a roller coaster. We came out of the gates. United came out of the gates flying in that game. Weren't converting chances. Greenwood missed a couple of good chances, and then James Ward-Prowse, who I'm sure I've said before on here. I don't understand why he's still at Southampton, but this guy is literally a killer, like a dead ball specialist, master, sensei, Jedi, boss. The final boss when it comes to set pieces, the final boss is James Ward-Prowse, bro. Every time we play Southampton, since I've been watching, since he's been there, I always get worried, like, yo, don't foul outside the box because he's gonna do it. And I swear, like, at least for 3 or 4 years running, he's hit at least one against us or set up at least one goal. And that's what he did. He hits a super free kick in that game. Not only does it go in, but it gets De Gea injured, you know, and then boom, he sets up the first one and then he scores the second one. And we just look, you know, in shambles. And then, you know, second half comes along. Ollie makes subs at halftime. He doesn't wait till like the 70th minute. He brings on Edinson Cavani. And, you know, the rest is history, man. The run back, I mean, Bruno, again, wasn't even playing his best ball. Finds a fucking goal from the penalty spot. This was an open play, but from the penalty spot, just for the trolls. You know, he only scores penalties, so he goes into the 12-yard box. He hits one for you from open play. My boy Bruno, and then freaking El Matador with two of the cleanest headers that you are going to see. One in the 71st, I believe, and then in the 90th plus in the stoppage time, Fergie time, which is gonna start turning into Ollie time, because Ollie with the iconic look to the watch when there's time left, just like Fergie. And I mean, a poacher, Edinson Cavani with those headers, bro. It's money. It's like butter, bro. Just love it. Come back. That's what United is known for. That's another reason I'm such a big fan. There's all the comebacks over the years, never giving up until the last freaking second we can come back and win a game. And that's it, man. Freaking, it was awesome.
Yeah, if you haven't watched the Premier League or are recent to it, go back and watch its history, and you'll see how many subs have come on throughout the years and decades, really, and just have delivered for that club. And the most famous, of course, is Ollie coming on in the Champions League against Bayern and scoring that beautiful goal to win that first Champions League for United. Not only that, to secure England's only treble.
England's only treble. Understand that we also should have won a treble in 08. I don't want to talk about that FA Cup final that year. That's not going to be talked about. We also should have won that. But yes, that was actually our second Champions League. We did win it in 68 with Matt Busby and those boys. My dog was just screaming just now. That was weird. What are you doing?
I'll say this about Cavani. He seems like he's coming back into Cavani shape, Cavani form. And once you get a Cavani who's in form, that man's a goal machine. You can just lay the ball on his feet and he'll find the net any way possible. And that's going to come in handy as we come into this month and into the next month, which probably starts deciding where teams are going to end up on this table now.
Absolutely. And I've mentioned that a lot. This is the busy period. These next 5 games, as I said the last time we were on here, these next 5 games are really going to shape out what is going to be. Now, Ali said something interesting that I want to say on here. He said that you don't win the title in these first 10 or 15 games, but you can lose the opportunity to compete for it if you're not. Because if you lose traction here, it's very unlikely that you can catch up. So the teams that are in it right now, these whatever it's looking like, this table looking like coming into February and March, like I said before, and we're really gonna start to see if we're gonna have a real title race, what the top four could look like, who's gonna be on the outside looking in, and that's when it's gonna get really fun. So I'm excited. Man United. I can't say much right now, but I was hyped because we're gonna be saying something else later about that game. So I'm just gonna save it now. But moving on.
Moving on to final game. It's not one I like. VAR screwed me over, but that's cool. I have no problems with VAR all week.
Exciting.
VAR did its job. I can't complain. But Arsenal won. Wolverhampton too. And let me give you some stats. Wolves get their first league victory away to Arsenal since 1979. 1979.
I was not born at all, nowhere near it.
Yup. Arsenal's tally of 13 points is their lowest after their opening 10 matches of any campaign since the 81-82 season. Arteta breaking records over here. All right.
Tell us more.
Arsenal have lost 3 consecutive Premier League games at the Emirates for the second time since the start of last season. Also at the same time of the year.
Wow.
Now, if we remember what happened at this time last year, when Unai Emery was fired, and he was sitting in 8th place only. So that's kind of
very interesting facts. Very interesting fact there. So, hey, why don't you tell us about the game?
So none of these fucking players can score a damn goal. I don't give a damn what you say. You can put $1 billion in net and tell these guys, hey, yo, score a ball. We'll put it right here. Right here's the net, right? Here's the net.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be this far from you. Put the ball in the net. I'll make you a billionaire. These dudes will probably skyrocket the damn ball over the net. That's how bad they are right now. Wolves played a great game. They defended well, and they knew what Arteta was going to do. They would put 5 guys on defense, and there was nothing Arsenal could do. It's sort of as though they lost whatever they had in that FA Cup run. Really, I think the one worrying part of this game is Raul Jimenez, who left with a concussion. And then
fractured skull, actually.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Good thing he's doing well, but a speedy recovery to him. It's gonna be a while until we see him again, really. I don't know why Arteta left David Luiz out there with
it's crazy.
with the bloody bandage taking free kicks. It's like, I mean, we have
listen,
Mario here.
Check this out. Stay tuned because we're gonna get to that later as well. Telling you, it's exciting. For the dub is gonna be exciting.
I mean, let's put it this way. Unai Emery's doing well in Spain, but it's La Liga. La Liga is like a farmers league to any Premier League fan. You don't right? I can throw relegated side from the Premier League into La Liga, and they'd probably be like in 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. That's how good they are in the Premier League. But I don't want to get into it right now. Let's just move on. They couldn't find. I mean, Wolves scored a great one, and then Gabriel came back and scored a great header. But that penalty, I don't give a damn what you say. Traore threw himself on the floor. Traore took a dive. He studied the LeBron James book of diving, and he said to himself, all right, how's LeBron going to do it today? All right, I'm just going to take a dive right here.
But Traore got a yellow for that dive, though.
No, not for that one. That's the one he got the penalty for.
Oh, wait, so they got a penalty in that game?
Yeah, the second goal was from penalty.
No. Second goal wasn't from penalty, bro. I think Neto scored that thing from open play.
You're right. Because
I know that Traore he dove and hold on.
Hey, wait. Before I begin, all right. When you get beat by a Ukrainian team, okay. When a Ukrainian team that really cannot fucking win.
Hold on. Let me give the people that are listening some context really quick. So we got I think we got the Hefe in the comments pulling a field talk just right now. Trolling Arsenal saying that they can only score against Molde, which is the Norwegian team, and that's why Salah's going on a tangent right now about not being able to score on the Ukrainian team since Madrid did have a bad day at the office today in the Champions League. We will get to that hopefully on another show.
Yeah. But let me just give the people context. This is 2 match days, all right? 2 match days in the Champions League, in the one competition that Madrid hang their fucking head on, and they say, "Look, we're the fucking best. We've won all the damn Champions League. We won 3 in a fucking row. Lose fucking Cristiano can't even win a damn shit. All right, that's how it works here. All right, fucking Shakhtar come in and spank them at home." Go to Ukraine, they spank them, and they say, "You know what? We reserved you a place here for your washing machines. Go ahead and wash our damn clothes now." All right, moving on. But
wow. Okay, back to the
back to the Premier League. But yes. But you are right, Justin. Traore did get a yellow for that beautiful dive.
Was it Neto that scored the second goal?
No, Neto scored the first.
Yeah, and he did. And Podence,
yeah.
All right, yeah.
Because Neto's was a beautiful goal. Neto's was a beautiful goal from play, and that I can't complain. I mean, that's motherfucker. That's the greatest shit in the world. Hey, bro, your team will never go undefeated one season, right?
Hey, Mario again in the comments. Arsenal spend a lifetime in Europa, and we still have more titles in that composition as well. That is actually a fact. That's a good fact.
and I will say it till the day that I breathe my last breath. I will not trade that beautiful gold invincible trophy for anything. All right, it means we went undefeated. No one kicked our ass. Yeah, we drew 12, but I don't give a damn. Shameless FC.
Yeah,
we still undefeated.
Shameless FC, banter FC. I'm not gonna say anything because again, I'm saving it for later in the segment. So I'm going to let these two continue to troll. We are going to also continue with the Premier League, but they're going to continue to troll each other, which is fantastic for me because I have become the moderator of it. And I actually love it because I, for one, are for the people. So anyway, moving on, Sal. So 2-1, Arsenal floundering right now.
Yep.
So what's that next game? So we had Monday games, right?
We had Monday games for Leicester, and that was
Leicester Fulham.
Yes, Leicester Fulham again. These teams in the Premier League are somehow floundering against these relegated teams for some reason, and Fulham, really, I mean, they had that.
Here we go.
Here he goes.
He says, Hefe in the comments again, PSG dub incoming. Again, this is a Premier League show. I'm trying to keep it on course. If you,
you know what the Hefe is good for? He's good for putting people in timeout. So you know what?
Oh no! No, this man blocked. All right, so check this out. I don't have anything to do with that. I was ready to respond to him properly. You know what I'm saying? So
he'll come back in 5 minutes. We won't be done in 5 minutes.
Sal blocks Hefe for 5 minutes. So
he's on timeout.
Let's talk about Fulham. Let's talk about Fulham climbing out of the relegation zone.
Yeah.
Definitely something I said that I thought they were freaking done.
It wasn't as though they were doing well. Leicester was controlling that game. But right. Leicester with the dumb move, with the penalty that really I think the defense just should not have given up. That was a high boot that shouldn't have been given out by the defender. Why? I mean, Schmeichel had it controlled, and kind of that's the theme of these 10 weeks so far. You have teams that shouldn't be beating these big clubs, and yet they're getting away with it. And in beautiful fashion, right, Justin, I would say?
Oh, yeah. I mean, yeah, definitely I would say in beautiful fashion, elegant fashion, Emmy award-winning fashion. I mean, and I guess if it's working, just to keep doing it.
Yeah, and with the way referees are calling these games, I mean. But yeah, moving on. David Moyes David Moyes. Yeah. West Ham 2, Aston Villa 1.
This is a very good
David
game. I
Moyes.
watched the game. I watched this game from start to finish. Jack Grealish is a superstar, but David Moyes is rolling right now.
Yeah.
He's rolling right now. And this is an interesting time to have to play him coming up soon. But I don't know. David Moyes might have found his fit in West Ham. They scored in the beginning of that game, right at the beginning of that game, and then right at the beginning of the second half of that game. And then Aston Villa's goal was some brilliant magic from Jack Grealish. He freaking hit a rocket top corner. But then I think they had an offside goal. They had a goal turned offside late in that game, the equalizer. And it was interesting because I think that Aston Villa had a chance to go into the top four. The top four would have won there, but then they lost and they just dropped. And then West Ham are right outside top four, I believe, right? West Ham
They're in 5th. Yeah.
So very, very competitive weekend of football. Interesting weekend of football. Apart from Burnley, apart from Burnley, Man City, which is a thrashing every season for whatever reason.
All of these games delivered. It's one of those weeks where we can say, well, I mean, the Spurs and Chelsea game was another snooze fest, but
right, that was a snoozer.
Apparently, 2 out of the games, snooze fest. I'll take that any day. I'll take that any day of the fucking week. Give me the rest of the games. I'll sleep in the afternoon. I don't care. Just give me good games. That's all I care. And the Premier League delivered for the week.
It did.
Let's move on to the hot topic of the day, and I bring up the one Jack Grealish, who really has been on fire since the Premier League started, and who many probably counted out at one point, I would say.
Yeah.
Does he get bought out by a top club coming in the summer?
Yeah, I judging off what he's doing right now, there's no way that he plays another season. No, because you know why? I think what he's essentially doing though is as good as he's playing, I think he's actually pricing himself out of a move from Aston Villa because you still got to think about these effects with COVID. How is that still going to affect the transfer market moving forward? I mean, we still haven't had fans for almost a year now. You know what I mean? So that's still going to be an issue. I mean, he was probably in the $60-80 million range last season. Now he's basically carrying that Aston Villa team. And they've got some good players on there, don't get me wrong, but he's gotten a lot better. He's capped for England, and he's played very good for England as well. So I think, honestly, I don't want to say I doubt. I don't think that he'll be in Aston Villa next year because of what he's doing. But I wouldn't be surprised if he stays there another season just based on the market or whatnot.
So the market value on Transfer Market has him at 49.5.
That's what his value is?
That's what his value is right now at this point.
How old is he?
He is 26. Yeah, what? 25. Yeah, 25. Yeah. So you're sitting here. You have a Jack Grealish who is basically bossing that midfield around. Who I think if you insert him into any top club in Europe, especially in the EPL, just takes that team to a whole nother level. 49.5 right now is a steal.
That's and even if a little bit more than Bruno.
Yeah, and even if it does go up, you're looking probably at a 60 million price tag.
But they're gonna extort the hell out of that. They're gonna double that. You're talking about 40, they're gonna want freaking 100-something million for Grealish.
Yeah, they're gonna
Premier League team wants him.
Yeah, they're gonna want Sancho money for him, basically.
Yeah, ridiculous money.
At this point, the options are there. Who do you take, Sancho or Grealish, if you were a team? If you were a top team?
If I was a top team or if I was my team?
If you were a top team.
Oh. Man.
Because you have a 25-year-old and then you have a 20-year-old, right?
20-year-old.
Yeah.
If I'm a top team, I'm probably gonna take Grealish simply because he's right there in that age where your prime, hitting his prime, and then what I'm saying, you ride the prime from about 25 to 32, maybe a little bit like 23, 32, that range. He's in his prime, so he's readily made. He's a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Sancho is a talent, though. I'm tripping. Sancho is a talent, and he's a young talent. He's playing right now. I guess you know what? No, Jaden Sancho, because Jaden can play in the front four. He can play in any of those positions as well. So I'm Jaden Sancho still, which I still hope that comes to pass. So
Yeah.
but yeah,
I'm with you on that one. I'll take Sancho all day, every day, because you just see the talent rising, and the second he hits 25, his talent might just be up there even higher than Grealish at this point. So,
absolutely.
but whoever takes Grealish, if they can pony up the money, will be very happy
Yeah,
with the
he's a
player they
very
have.
good player. He's a very good player. They would be very you know fortunate to pick up a player like him.
Now, if he doesn't get capped for England for Euros, would you say that was the stupidest move Gareth Southgate makes?
What he does, Gareth Southgate already makes a lot of stupid moves, but I do believe if he doesn't get capped for Euros, that will cost him his job.
Yeah.
Honestly, there's no way that Jack Grealish is not in the Euro squad. I would be surprised because who the hell are you going to take over him?
In that spot, no, there's no other fucking bum that you would grab.
Probably try to throw Mason Mount in there. I don't know.
Oh, that would hurt England really. I mean, God, Mason Mount over God. All right, moving on. That was your hot topic for the day. Now we go to everyone's favorite part of the day for the dub.
Oh yeah.
Justin,
I
take it away, my man.
don't know if how do I unblock Mario. I need him here for this.
I think his time's coming to an end, so he'll be here.
That's crazy. Hey, listen. I don't want to take aid. No pay decreases for me. I had nothing to do with that. But anyway, it's for the dub. My favorite segment, your favorite segment. And if it isn't your favorite segment, that's okay. You're still watching Field Talk. So anyway, you guys know what for the dub is. Who did it for the dub this week in the Premier League? Who didn't do it for the dub? And I'm not trying to be biased, but for the dub, obviously, this week was Edison, El Matador, Cavani. Okay, this guy off the bench, putting on his boots late, coming in with some of the sexiest pornographic headers. Pause. Actually, don't pause because that's literally what happened. Pornographic headers of the ball. Look at all those pornographic words I use. Header, ball, in the net, twice. I'm talking about, all right, man. For the dub, 71 minutes, equalizing. 90 minutes, 93rd minute, stoppage time. The game's dying. Everybody should be giving up. Rashford, sexy little through ball cross. Cavani with a snake-like head rip. Bing! Right in the bottom corner of the net, dying minutes. Edinson Cavani doing work, 33. Holding it down for the 33-year-olds. I'll be hitting that milestone in a couple months. But holding it down. Goodsy returns in the comments with the shake my head. I understand, boss. I don't know what that is. I'm gonna actually stop calling you boss because you might be getting a big head. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stop calling you boss. I'm just gonna call you Benzi from now. But anyway, it wasn't me. But anyway, that's what I'm saying. For the dub, Edinson Cavani. And now, my personal favorite. I get excited for the dubs, but who didn't do it for the dub are even, if not as exciting or more exciting. And this week is a team that really always seems to get on it. You know what I'm saying? And I was conflicted, Sal. I was very conflicted, Sal. Let's just spoiler alert. I'm talking about Arsenal. So it was conflicting because it was one or the other. It was Aubameyang, who I think probably already got on not for the dub, and Mikel Arteta. I put the two together. It was a conundrum for about 5 seconds. And whoever I was going to pick, it didn't matter. But who I did choose is Mikel Arteta. He's not doing it for the dub at all. Listen, my guy, they don't score any goals. I don't know what he's coaching them to do. He's on the sideline trying to remember what Pep wrote on the whiteboard in 2017 in that one final that they won, maybe a League Cup final. Arteta's breaking records that Arsenal fans should cringe about. Do you guys miss Arsene Wenger now? Do you miss Unai Emery? Good evening. You guys could use a good evening because Mikel Arteta is not doing it for the dub. He's not doing it to score. Boom, roasted. There it is, Benzi. You know the vibes. You know what it is. I'm not done roasting Mikel Arteta. He's out there in the shadow of Pep. We used to say on the show, the assistants know. Apparently, the assistants don't know. Because Mikel Arteta is out there floundering. He's like Nemo with the little fin. I'm sorry to offend anybody, but Nemo with the little fin, that's what Arteta's doing right now with Arsenal. Arsenal is in a bad way right now. Yep. Mikel Arteta, I heard people saying Mikel Arteta was changing the culture at Arsenal. Technically, he's changing the culture for the worst. I don't know. They're normally competing for fourth. Right now, they're competing for staying up in the league. 2 goals in the last 5 Premier League matches. Benzi again with some facts. That is the truth. Not only that, my guy, I do not believe they have won a game.
No, they haven't. In the last 6 matches.
Quite some time, yes.
In the Premier League. In the
Premier League. Let's be fair. They're doing things in the Europa. They're Europa League veterans. They know that tournament like the back of their hands. Mikel Arteta can clearly manage that because that's his level right now. So, case in point, Mikel Arteta is not doing it for the dub. He didn't do it for the dub this weekend, and he may end up on not for the dub again. And if he does, then I'll have crazy jokes and whatnot. And then that's what makes me sick. It's true. The only goal that they scored recently was a penalty against
Man United.
So, you know what I'm saying? Somehow Man United comes into the banter. I don't know. Sal, did you have any for the dub, not for the dubs?
I do, but before we leave Mikel Arteta, you know, if come this weekend he fails, and if he fails, I will be on his ass. Worse than Mario is on Zinedine Zidane's ass. Worse than Mario is sucking on Karim Benzema's ass.
Whoa, is crazy. Yeah.
But yes, for the dub.
Arsenal fans turning up, bro. Oh my God.
My for the dub will go to 2 players on 2 losing teams. James Ward-Prowse and the one and only Jack Grealish. Let's put it this way, people. These guys are in their mid-20s, have signed extensions in their clubs for 5 years. For 5 fucking years. Tying them to those clubs. They love their clubs. And they're pulling out incredible stuff. I mean, they're known for this. They were kind of known for this, but slowly but surely, as they've entered their prime, they're becoming the superstars that they should be known as. They should be capped for their national squads. They should be, right? And right now, with Danny Ings out, Ward-Prowse is just doing his best. David Beckham, bending it like Beckham, even better than Beckham at this point. So, to those 2, I say, I love you guys. Your shirts will be hanging in my closet soon, so don't worry. That's how much I love you guys. But not for the dub. Not for the dub. Oh, look at this.
Yeah.
He has more goals than the. Oh.
I love that name. Laka shit. If you guys don't know who he's talking about Lacazette, who has basically been bought to be decoration for the bench or a decoy on the field. But this is not going to turn into a troll.
No. I mean, you know, at least we didn't have Gareth Bale costing so many millions of dollars, sitting on our bench, right?
Playing golf.
Playing golf, doing little pirate signs, and I don't know what the hell else.
Yeah, this is going to turn into a troll battle. Who didn't do it for the dub?
I already said it earlier. Jurgen motherfucking Klopp. Let's go, motherfucker. Let's do this. I love you right now. You are the greatest gift to the world right now. You're complaining about not having enough subs. Complain that you don't have your 5 subs. Oh, I'm sorry. Your guys get hurt. Stop training them the wrong way, motherfucker. All right. I'm sure if you can't train them right, we can go hire you another throwing coach, get you probably a baboon that can teach him how to score goals too. Hire you the guys from Arsenal. Maybe those guys can come over and teach your guys a lesson or two. Because I don't know, Arteta seems to somehow keep them like fine, no injuries. They can defend. That's about it. But Jurgen, keep doing you. I just want to hear more of this banter. I want to hear you say how commentators are responsible for your inability to coach. That's all I want. That's all I want from you, my friend. And yes, we await for next week's Champions League, and that's all I'm going to say.
So exciting, man. The Champions League shows, ladies and gentlemen, the Champions League shows coming in these next few days are going to be, these next couple of weeks, I should say, are going to be some of the greatest stuff. We have to have some watch-alongs coming up. I want to set all that up because something that's brewing is a clash between Real Madrid and Arsenal at some point.
If
for it. There's a lot of ifs. But I personally praying for it because the trolling that I'm going to do is Young Leg. Shout out Young Leg. Shout out FieldTalk Benzi, FT Benzi. Shout out all my Real Madrid fans. If y'all go down to Europa League and play Arsenal, the joy that I'm going to have, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. 2 washing machines slamming against each other. Oh, I'm sorry.
But
let's keep it on track.
But let's just say that if it doesn't happen, the level of trolling will probably still be exceeded.
Oh yeah, I mean, if they go down to Europa League, the trolling is still going to be there. Absolutely, it's just going to be put on. It's going to be extra sauce on there if they play Arsenal. And Aubameyang scores, which clearly he can't do. We should have talked about Aubameyang and Hot Topics because Aubameyang signed his contract and completely stopped giving a shit about anything.
Yeah, he pulled a miss also. Let's bring it back to Hot Topic real quick.
Yeah,
because Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang took in, I wouldn't say it's a large sum of money. It's an okay sum of money. You would say it's something you'd give a striker of his caliber at that point. But for him not to be scoring goals is a concern. But again, it is a scoring machine. He knows what he's doing. Every goal scorer goes through a shit time. But this is just a real shitty.
I want to ask you though, because he scored over 25 goals for the last 6 seasons in a row, which is remarkable. But he, like you were just saying, he looks really bad. Like, how concerned are you? Like, really? Like, how concerned are you? Because he doesn't look good, man. He doesn't look good.
Talk to me after Boxing Day.
Roger.
After Boxing Day. If after Boxing Day he's not scoring, then you have to put blame on where he is positioned on the field, because this was the first game that he was positioned in the middle. And he had an open net. But he kind of had a brain fart at that point. And I don't know what he was thinking. So, yeah, talk to me after Boxing Day, because if Saka continues how he's doing and Gabriel and no, it's not Gabriel. I'm forgetting my other young Brazilian. But yeah, I'm forgetting team players' names right now. But you have young strikers coming back up that have been putting the ball in the net before. He should be worried. He should. But again, right now, leave it as it is. I mean, there's plenty of players who are floundering. I mean, Tony Martial is another one who is a proven goal scorer and floundering. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's interesting because there are 2 players that are in our striker off that we started months ago.
How's the guy that got left out of the French squad and keeps crying that he got left out and in Real Madrid? How's that guy?
Talking about the sex tape guy?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know how he's doing. He didn't look he didn't look like he was having too much fun today. But we'll say that for another episode.
Oh, man, yeah. So
great.
This actually finishes off this episode of Field Talk. We thank you for joining us, and I'll leave Justin for this part.
Absolutely. This is another one. We're back in the books. Things have been a little bit slow here. Not a adult life things happening for folks, but we're going to definitely try to get back with a Champions League recap. Either I will not be here. Either maybe Friday. Maybe probably can get one in Friday because I will be available then. Sal's good to go, I believe. And Benzi, we will find out. Either he will be pulling the Field Talk just in the comments or he will be here running the show. So, again, you guys know what to do. It's been freaking fun. I had fun trolling. It was a troll battle episode. It was probably all over the place. Sorry about that. But you guys know what to do. Follow us on our Twitters at Sal Talk Soccer, at Field Talk Just _. Follow the not calling him that anymore. Follow Benzi with a new Twitter handle. I believe it is FT_Benzi. You can follow us, our whole page on Twitter, which is Field Talk Pod, at Field Talk Pod. Instagram is Field Talk _. We are on all podcast platforms as well, except Apple. Apple is not friendly with us right now, but we are still working on that. And yeah, you guys know the deal. Content. Another episode in the books. You guys know I'm praying for that washing machine battle. And we will see you Friday. Peace.
Ciao, people.